Well, you know what I was just saying, yeah?
Yeah.
Certain time I'll be standing out here with you, bro, yeah?
Yeah.
And I see people just come and give you food.
Yeah.
People come and just give you money to fund or push what you're doing, and it's an organic thing because they know what you're doing is,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's an organic thing.
Yeah. I'm the therapeutic author, and I'm here with my brother in Croydon, Ringo Vision, to see what he's on and what his mission entails, man. So right now, my brother, what's in the soup?
So, respect everybody. Thank you for having me on the program.
More love,
today.
King. More love. Respect, King. Respect.
More love. Listen, it's a pleasure to be here with you all, yeah? Basically, I'm cooking a pot of soup, and I do this 3 times a week for the local community of Croydon that are homeless and that are needy. It's a vegetable-based soup. It's got ingredients like scallion, thyme, garlic, ginger, red peppers, yellow peppers, as you can see. It's got plantain, carrots. It's also got yam. I put some dumpling in it today. It's got pumpkin in there as well.
So all good food that's going to sustain you and keep you charged up.
Literally, it's to enable them to carry on their journey because they're living rough. They ain't got the right substance in their body, so the food is to just rebuild up their body, charge up their immune system. To charge up their immune system and just help them on their journey.
Well, yeah, I was going to touch on this later, but you just touched on something that's important.
Yeah.
The link between good food and mental health. Elaborate on that for me, King.
Okay, so food is a sustainable source for your body, which enables your mind and also your body to work actively, like hands, eyes, ears. So food is helping your functionality system because of not being hungry. When you're hungry, your body can start to shut down.
Yes.
And you start to get like, the word is like when you start to feel tired and you can't do much.
Fatigued, you can't think straight.
So could you imagine like somebody driving, I'll give you an example, somebody driving for instance, and feeling very tired and falling asleep behind the wheel and having a major car crash or a fatal incident. That's part of lack of food as well and lack of sleeping. So food enables your body to function properly, give you good rest, enable to carry out your tasks throughout your day, i.e. breakfast, lunch and dinner. So it's vital to have the right nutrients in your body just so that your body can function day in, day out. And you can get the best out of your day on a day-to-day basis also. What's the other part of the question?
No, that was the question and you answered it beautifully, bro. And in relation to even my experience of eating good food,
right,
with my boxing experience, I know how important it is to have the right food in your body, you know? And bro, what you're doing is powerful because people that are on the streets, bro, there's a hopelessness. Yes. And you're bringing hope to these people, bro, by feeding them. And I was always told that one thing you don't deny somebody is food.
Right.
You know what I mean?
100%.
What you're doing right now, bro, is from the core of your heart, kid.
I tell you how the journey began, yeah. Obviously, I've always been cooking food. I've had a passion for food. This is my brother here. He knows me. Like we've cooked together before.
Yes. Well, you cook for me. Let's clear that up, car. You're the chef king. Yeah.
So I've cooked for my brother here before, and it was just one of the times that I've cooked. It's random. It wasn't planned. It wasn't staged. We're just chilling, and it's like, well, we want to eat now. Let's go to the shop, get ingredients, and that's how food is for me. So I enjoy cooking. It's not just food. It's also I'm working with an element as well, which is fire. It's also a process which now becomes therapy.
Yes, yes.
And that's where that's your whole background.
Yes.
And it's all about the therapy that you can also give to yourself.
Yeah.
Without even knowing that you're taking yourself to stages. Because every day you cook food, it may be the same things that you cook, but you have different thought processes.
Yeah. Well, you know what as well though, yeah?
Yeah.
The element of being able to cook food,
Yeah.
it brings you self-confidence.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Of knowing that, okay, I can prepare my own food. Elaborate on the importance of knowing how to cook your own food as a man.
Yes.
And share with me when you started actually cooking. At what age?
Okay, it's important to understand the fundamental values of cooking. Why? Because it gives you independence. That's a main thing that it gives you. It gives you independence. It gives you one other thing that it gives you, which is also important. Yeah, it also gives you like it gives you a ground, and the ground which I'm talking about is yourself. It lets you understand yourself, because food comes with preparation, hygiene, cooking, and also serving to someone. So it's also a service.
Yeah.
So if you can adapt those services well, you can adapt yourself around people, and you can help yourself as well while you're helping people at the same time, because of the thought process you're going through.
Yes.
And the leverages that you're applying to. Look, I'm outside cooking, but people might think it's unhygienic, but I've thoroughly washed, prepared, gone through the stages. I'm wearing gloves. I'm wearing an apron. So
you're almost going like you're cooking as if you would be cooking
at home.
At home.
Definitely.
You know?
And it's important here to learn to cook here, because cooking is like a development, and it's ongoing. It's ongoing throughout life's creation. Why? Because the variation of fruits and vegetables here is almost undepictable to the amount of thousands and thousands of fruits there are and vegetables on the earth. So you're always experimenting. You're always trying new things.
Yes.
You can never get bored of the same things.
Yeah.
And every country offers different flavors. So you go to the Caribbean, you might get a spice.
Yeah.
You go to the Mediterranean, you might get a roast. You might get a fresh lemon and ginger and herbs. And so as you go around the world, you go into India, Asia, you get that curry vibes. And so flavors.
It's a way of bringing things together and even connecting. It's just
people.
On that level.
It's culture. It's culture.
So what age did you start?
I started cooking from around, playing around with food from about 7, 9. I was cooking.
Wow.
Yeah.
So was that fundamentally because you come from a Jamaican background? Because in our culture, a lot of men cook in the Jamaican culture.
What it is, my mum, she worked, and one evening, I come home, and I was like, I'm gonna cook food before she come home, because I know that she's gonna. But everything was out.
Okay.
Everything was already out.
Okay. So
I just went in the kitchen.
You wanted to try a thing. Yeah.
And I just done. It was curry chicken as well, and white rice.
Okay.
And I done the thing.
Okay. So from that time, you had the encouragement and the confidence to keep pursuing it.
And then I was just cooking.
So how did that make you feel, knowing that I prepared a meal for mummy that day?
No, it was great.
Yeah.
Overwhelming as well. Yeah. And obviously, as a young you get your props from basic things.
Yes.
Basic things. You know, like your mum will call you and say, well done, or just say something. You're glad. You're happy.
Yes.
As a youth, you're happy because that innocence is there. So anything can make you feel you're not questioning anything.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, bro. Even seeing you on your mission, bro. It's like it's inspiring me to experiment more with cooking, different things. And you touched on something earlier about the therapeutic element of this. Yes. Because therapy isn't just sitting down, talking to somebody, indulging in, allowing them to express their problems. That's an element of it. But therapy is, like you said,
it's a
eating.
Process.
It can be walking. It can be many different processes, bro.
Yeah, and it's a duration that takes you from one point to a next point, because, like I said, there's washing. Even before we cook, let's say before we cook, a thought has to come into place.
Yes.
So we're dealing with the mind again.
Yes.
And the food is also correlating back with the mind. So the thoughts become food, and so there's an identification of hunger in your stomach as well. So it's not just that you're thinking about food, but there's a lot of other things happen. It's like multiple things.
That was powerful. Even that analogy you just dropped, bro, is because it's like, when you said that, it was like all your thoughts, positive thoughts, everything that has gone into it, the process of step by step, and then the person is now eating.
Yes, because remember,
that same energy.
The same energy. But that same energy, even in the process of thinking about it, you've also completed it as well. That has to be a point that's already done. Completion has to be done within it as well. So it's like us here having this conversation, having a reasoning, it already had to be done. For us to even start it in the first place.
So now we're doing it second time.
Second time.
Because the first time was when
we're manifesting it.
Right,
we're manifesting it.
And that's a powerful point, you know. That,
we're manifesting it.
That what you just mentioned is a powerful point. We create our realities to an extent.
And live in the destiny of it.
And
live in the destiny of it.
Wait, brother, you're talking about destiny, you're talking about the process, and you're breaking it down as well, King.
Yeah, right in it.
Yeah.
Like in the physical, but I think that we should go on the go and just...
Yeah, let's move. Let's keep it moving, King. Let's keep it moving, man. I'll just walk with you get me, and see what's happening. We're gonna cross or go around?
No, we're gonna go.
We'll go through this way.
If you go in front and then you can just hold the front of it.
We lift?
Yeah, lift, yeah. So, part of the journey as well, in the cooking process of being out, helping the local community as well, this is a module of like, this is a shopping trolley. Everybody sees it as a shopping trolley.
Okay.
But if we go back in time a little bit, without a shopping trolley, we're looking at something like a hand cart.
Okay.
Somewhere in the Caribbean.
Yeah, I see you in the Caribbean doing a thing with the cart as well.
Yeah, because this is where
where it stems from.
This is where it stems from.
Okay.
From this whole point of a street vendor. Being able to be flexible. Let's go across. Yeah.
I can see there's a crowd already. Like, so more time there. It's like these lot are prepared and waiting for you.
Yeah, literally.
Wow, that's powerful, you know, brother. Imagine the journey, bro, from running around on the roads to being here, feeding people, bro, man. That's powerful in itself, King.
How you doing, baby? Wagwan, you right, yeah?
There's two things here. I want free. I'm only joking. Anyway, brother, right?
How are you, bro?
Thank you.
No.
Go on.
Yo, my brother, yeah. So, I know your mission, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Is to feed 1 million people, King.
Right.
Tell me a little bit more about the issues that you have with Croydon and them stopping you from completing that mission.
So basically,
Now
go on, take that one.
Saying to the brothers, come styling. Yo, man,
Yeah, bro, you're serving the people, King. You're serving the people.
come on, my bro. See,
Chill.
comments. I'll give you that. I'm subscribed. Listen, I subscribe. How dare you?
Thank you very much.
Come on, sing.
You want more?
Yo, man, my name is Michael. I tell you what, man, the big man's
Look,
on
Michael, look the
style.
soup in it. Look, chill, look.
Don't worry, bro. Easy guy.
Coming back,
Bless.
Go, bro. Yeah. Yo,
You're welcome.
yeah. Listen, can I do something for you?
Yeah.
Should I ask the same question again, or just let it keep going?
What's your name? Sorry. What's your name?
Bless.
For real, bro.
Oh, I see it on YouTube. That's a bit weird. Obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's on
Big
YouTube
man.
and TikTok.
I can't remember your name.
Ringo.
Ringo.
Yeah, man.
I know
Always.
Just alright, you. What's it?
For real.
I don't get my sister.
Yeah, for real. It has to. You see,
I don't know what's wrong.
I want you for that.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Yeah, King. As I was saying, I know your mission is to feed 1 million people. You get me? Tell me how. I saw that you got into a little bit of confusion with, not even confusion. Croydon stopped you from completing that mission. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Okay, so basically,
Big man, can you get my
yeah, give me a second. So basically, I was originally cooking down at the market, South Street Market, and there was just like I wouldn't even say an altercation. There was just a dialect between me and one of the market store owners, and from that dialect, he didn't like the way the conversation went. So he ended up calling the police. The police came on site to find out what the issue was, and when the police came on site, they didn't see an issue.
Yeah.
They didn't find a problem. So they said if he's making a statement to say that you've been aggressive to him or whatever it has been, just go over there. And it was resolved there and then on the site. So, but what happened after that, he took it upon himself to go with other individuals from the public and authorities through the council to send a letter to the police. Give me a second. To send a letter to the police, and then 2 weeks later, prior to that, a letter came through the post saying that I had a 7-year ban.
Okay.
And then when the ban came through now, that obviously that's when I started to make some inquiries. But a random person created a petition.
Okay.
And that's what made people started to see what was going on. Because, I was doing what I was doing before, but it brought in a highlight around
awareness,
around what I was doing.
Yeah, bro, because you know what, it felt like, when that happened, it felt like the Most High alchemized that situation for you, brought more awareness of what you was doing, and the heart of what you was doing was already
it was already in play. Yeah, so but look, but mainly, even when it happened, I was annoyed. I was like, wow, my man just like, do you get me?
Yeah.
He done me dirty.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. Like overall, I felt like he done me dirty. But then there was something inside of me just saying, don't even resonate with that energy there. Don't even resonate with that energy there. Just continue doing what you're doing. And then that's what I actually did.
Yeah.
Just continue doing what I was doing, push through it, and then that's when I saw the people them were around.
Yes.
And I have to big up the people them and thank you to everybody that's been supporting me on the journey as well. You understand? Because they've been encouraging. They've been bringing out things like this to me.
Yeah. So would you say the people that are actually, even though, would you say the people that are encouraging you to keep this mission going?
Most definitely. Most definitely.
And even in reference to the people, bro, I'm noticing you're very patient in how you deal with them, bro. There's a level of patience when you're dealing with them.
Yeah, because it's, you know what it is? It's a part of like that therapy journey. Like the food, you can't rush it. The people that you're dealing with, that. Huh? Oh, yeah. Do you want a spoon, yeah? Yeah, you just have to be like humble with it because you know when I'll have to count later.
No, it's automatic.
After.
It's on automatic.
Dave, doing the soup?
So, yeah. Well, I know the mission, you spoke about the mission, feeding 11. I know you spoke about the mission, feeding 1 million people.
Right.
Talk to me a little bit more about that.
Okay, so the journey at the moment started off flat. And it was just a thought, like I said. And that thought was just, I want to go out and feed like some homeless people. And then I said, like when I first initially started off, I said I'm going to do it for 10 weeks.
Okay.
So that was the challenge. The challenge was actually to do it for 10 weeks.
Okay.
To push myself to actually feed people for 10 weeks. And I've done the 10 weeks, and the 10 weeks came up around September.
Okay.
It was around September. And I was like, nah, I think it would be good if I just complete the year and just
I love you.
Love you,
You're the
Johnny.
brother
Good
man got a
Bless.
bit of food.
Bless.
The
Yeah.
man's round about the hood. Yeah.
so-
man's going to bless the people. I tell you
in
what,
September,
man, yeah, don't get a seat.
No way!
10 weeks have
Chat
completed.
your mouth.
But after the 10 weeks have
Do you
completed,
feel
I was
bad?
like,
Tell you
no,
what,
I need to actually
Do you
bring
feel
this
bad?
all the way to
Yeah.
Christmas.
You
Yes.
wanna
So-
mess about TikTok?
I told the
Yeah.
people that I'm on a
Then you
marathon
must
now.
take what you
Okay.
speak.
Yeah, I'm cooking, but I'm doing a marathon. I'm doing a marathon cooking.
But you know what, yeah? In relation to that, you said something powerful this morning before we started filming.
Yeah.
I saw the rain coming up, yeah? And you said, bro, nah, let's stay on the mission, yeah? And it made me think, bro, rain, sleet, snow. I've come out the gym before, bro.
Yes.
Yeah? And seen you out there cooking in freezing cold temperatures, Brody. And I thought that was quite powerful because I was in full agreement with that, and it just reminds me, like, bro, when you're on a mission
Yes.
and you find your purpose,
Yeah.
you have to stay on it.
You have to stay on it because regardless of, it's not that you're unwell or that you can't be bothered. One thing came, and it wasn't there before. It was just a part of nature,
Yeah.
and which is either water, the heat, whichever way it sends the water in ice.
Yes.
So it's about acceptance as well.
Yeah,
and pushing forward and being equipped for all conditions. Because in the real world, nature doesn't ever stop.
Yeah. And nature doesn't need to ask for instructions, it just does.
Nature is like existence.
Yes.
Huh? Not on me, Dave.
Well, don't even camera shot.
It's all good, bro. Soup King?
Yes.
More love, King. More love. Yeah, man.
New production in the suit.
And I'm hearing you talk about the elements quite a lot, bro. Fire.
Yeah, so because the one that I'm in tune with is the fire.
Okay.
What is this, bro?
So
Fire.
So basically, the fire also is one of the main elements which I'm
That you're working with.
Yeah, which I'm working with, which is also a part of cleanse as well. Yeah, yes. Which is it's also a part of the cleanse, and it's the cleanse is a healing, that constant healing, because you're constantly being attacked.
Well, the sun's shining on you as you're talking, King. Yeah, the heat's coming. Yeah, it's ringing.
Yeah, we're constantly being attacked, and then this fire here is just, we all got one of the elements that we're in tune with.
Well, the fire are powerful because the element of fire is within you naturally.
Right, burning.
Yes.
And what's good about the fire here, with cooking here, is that you have a connection with it. And when you're in that motion with the fire, yeah, you don't have to keep checking. You don't have to. You know what's going on because it's already. It's already.
Powerful.
It will never ever go more than what you want it to go.
When you said that, it's like you and the fire become one then.
Yeah. So look, even if you're burning the wood, even if you get bare wood and put it in the fire, yeah, it can never go more than what you want it to be, unless you was in an environment where you lit fire and you know that it's gonna go havoc because it's also one of the elements that uncontrollable as well.
Yeah.
It's uncontrollable.
Yeah.
Like even water, it has problems with water as well. Like in the sense that water might not affect it. Yeah, water might not affect it unless you're putting the sea on it.
Water can sometimes even
Infuse it, give it more energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, man, it's deep. The fire, the food, it's a oneness still. Yeah.
So, bro, through all of this, yeah, I can see that purpose is evident. Purpose is involved in all of this, yeah?
Yeah.
And prior to this, I knew you for many things. I knew you for being a cameraman. I knew you for different elements.
Yes.
Talk to me more about purpose, bro, and how and why that's driving you.
Purpose is like, for me, purpose is like when you identify purpose, I feel like it becomes you.
Yeah.
You are purpose.
Okay.
So whatever you do is purposeful. In the sense of you're not trying to do anything, but you're just doing what you need to do.
Oh, just being.
Yeah, and what makes it purposeful is that the elements of joy and love is within inside of it.
Oh. So
I'll give you an example.
wow, okay.
I'll give you an example. Look, there's all sorts of behaviours here, out here, but I don't have any emotional attachment to it. In the sense of like, I'm here to help the people.
The purpose is bigger than this.
Yeah, I'm here to be here for the people, but I'm not here to argue with them. I'm not here to despise and whatnot. So my man's having his moment. So I just have to allow him to let him have his moment, because all he's doing is just having his moment. It may seem like it's a little bit out of character to the ordinary, but I just look at him. He's not doing it no more.
Yeah.
That was his moment of excitement or
Yes,
whatnot.
yes.
Like, and remember, yeah, a lot of these people are living in their childlike state as well,
Okay.
because there's no care to nothing.
Yes.
So it's like you're just almost immune and adapted to this lifestyle unless something major comes in play to help you shift the dynamics of what's in charge. Because it's like you put that in charge. So it's like love. Love could be in charge. Homelessness could be in charge of your life, where that's what you're experiencing. So it's when you tackle it or when you confront it in many different ways, you have to confront it. Sometimes you can't even go to it directly, but it's like within inside of yourself, you know that you're approaching something. But okay, let's say for instance you're a person that's got a habit, and let's say for instance is smoking, and smoking now becomes a thing like, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna back this thing up, because I smoke 4 times a day, every day without fail. So, and you identify that the first one that you have is early in the morning. So you skip it, or you try to skip it. So, and by doing that, it's like you're battling with self, but to perfect self. Because what's happened, you've given your body something that it loves. But there's a being inside of you now that was here, that's speaking back to you now, that's challenging you.
Powerful, yeah.
And asking you, is this really what you want to do?
Yeah.
Before it even goes down a road where individuals outside, sometimes there's like a correction point.
Bro, you just said a lot of different things, you know.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to cut your wisdom right there, you know.
yeah.
But you spoke about, because what you just said resonates with your higher self and your lower self,
Yes.
and your higher self communicating with your lower self.
Yes.
What you just said is that love is what drives your purpose, and in reference to these people's childlike state,
Yes.
yeah, what you're giving almost is like the core, the naturalness of what care is about, what love is about, what divine love is about, bro.
Yeah, because look, remember, we've all got a spirit. In other religious beliefs, they call it different things. In just life, it might just be energy, it might just be like your inner man, it might be your chimp man. There's loads of descriptions for it. But that being that's there, giving you current of life, it takes energy for it to be here. A humongous amount of energy. So that's why it could never, or people could never really tap into it without being in the physical flesh. And that's how people say word, sound, power. Because the word and the sound and the power, and it attaches to flesh. That's why people say, be careful, don't wash your mouth and then look at you. Don't say that right, it's going to be a negative.
The power of your tone, power of your words.
Because you might manifest it into the youth, man. You know? Because you might be so powerful that not knowing that your words can downfall somebody as well and help to deter the directions of people's ethos and how they're operating.
So it's about awareness again then.
Awareness as well is important.
It's powerful, my brother. Powerful.
So people, what the agenda is, and the core agenda, yeah, is humanity. That's it. It's humanity, and humanity is life, yeah. So that means if you're a part of life, you have to more or less, inside of yourself, find a point where you're gonna accept humanity and accept yourself, and accept life, and accept what life is and what life experience is about, without the judgmental values, and just appreciate life for what you're experiencing. You know?
Judgmental values, Brody. What you just said about judgmental values. Again, it all relates to soup.
Yes.
It all relates to love, giving back to humanity, and even when you talk about purpose. But I can resonate with that, but because I feel like I've recently been aligned with my purpose.
Yes.
You know, to help others, to give.
Yes.
To give back what I've learned on my journey. You understand?
Yeah.
And I think when you're on that, it's like almost like nature. It's just automatic. It's an automatic thing, you know.
Yeah.
It's powerful, Brody. It's powerful.
Yeah. And purpose is important, and it's not taught. It's not taught. Because remember, when you find that,
great job, King.
when you find that purpose, remember, it's hard for a man to come down and tell you, say, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. There's something inside of you. So, could you imagine the outside world finding their purpose? So, everybody, look, purpose is you. Purpose is everything inside of you that unfolds.
Love you, darling.
Bless. That unfolds to make your character, to make the journey that you're on, the people that you come across, the moment that you have with yourself, your children that you have, the family that you have around you. That's all a part of purpose. It's all a part. It molds back into you. So you start to pull everything, because remember, everything's like outside, you know, like this, far away. Even if you come out and people are walking by their way, remember, like, no one's really attached. Everybody's in their own lane. One's going to work, one's come from school, one's going shopping, one's doing a family day out, one's doing a random walk. So, and that spider web that we look for, or that root that we look for from the tree that's in the rainforest, that's entwining with everything, that lets everything correlate together to become like an eco rainforest, like the Amazon rainforest. The reason why it's like that is because everything entwines and works with each other. Without them, there's no language. There's no language in between it. And look, we don't have to have language in between anything, but our vibration.
More love, King. You don't know, You don't know, King. More love, my brother, yeah?
But our vibration naturally should be pleasant enough, or should be on that vibrational frequency where you're on your high street. If you see something out of place, you might just tap into it quickly, and get back on your journey quickly, like maybe like 30 seconds, a minute, whatever it is. And if people identified every little thing, because remember, on this foot floor here, there's a traffic flow that comes from the station.
Yes.
And we could even look. Siri, what's the traffic flow in West Croydon on a day?
Yeah, even hit it with the yearly total.
So, approximately 2.5 million people.
What's that, a year?
Yeah. So look, if I break that down quickly, 1 second, boss. Yeah, look, that's 200,000
a day.
Monthly.
Yeah, a month. Yeah.
200,000 monthly travel through here. That's a lot of people. So through that 200,000 people, we've got people going to school, we've got people going to work, we've got people like that are just people that live in the community. But overall, it's showing you that there's a foot flow of people traveling through the station.
Yeah.
And if there's 20 people out here, how many of those people are noticeable and something can be changed? Through the 200,000 that pass through.
Yeah, how
monthly.
much people can you reach?
How many people can you reach, and how many people are reaching out of those 200,000? You see what I'm saying? Because if you count how many people are out here when we came out here, maybe about 15, 20. And people been passing through back and forth. So there needs to be an awareness for humanity to be more together, to rekindle the love. That's important, because love sometimes can be tarnished or destroyed, but it's never gone because it's the ultimate key. But it can be broken, it can be destroyed in a fragmented way that you have to take a process and time to rebuild it, rekindle it, and pick up back the pieces. You know when somebody say, well, you know, I have to pick up back the pieces, then, you know, and put them back together and start again. That's part of love as well, like mending.
See, even when the pieces are broken, love is still there.
What?
It's still there. It's still
in the pieces.
It's still there in the pieces. All right.
But it's just kind of like dismantled.
Yes. But it's still there. It's still there. So love is the substance of this,
brother.
brother.
Of everything. So love can be dismantled. Look, if you look around us, you can tell if it's dismantled or if it's aye.
Yeah.
Man, I walk with it. What one brother? What one sister?
Yes.
And man,
Yes. Yes.
They've got that. They've got. It's there.
Yes.
Bless,
More love. More love, King.
Love.
Yes.
And then you got other people that kind of like separate. Not to say that they don't have love, but they're not connected in humanity. Maybe.
Yes, it's
like
more love.
More to self.
Yeah.
Self. But it's more than self sometimes, because we're not living for ourselves.
Yeah.
Living for you. Look, we're here living together.
Yeah.
In this space. Together. We can't fight about, no, you can't stand here, sir.
Yeah.
I can't stand here, because that's an example of us living together.
So even when the love is separate, it's still present.
It's present. It's the ultimate thing.
And it's just for us to recognize that it's always present.
Yes, because look, love is the highlight of the day.
Yes, I can see that, King.
Yeah,
I can see that.
The highlight of the day.
And even as you're talking about love, I think that's the perfect note to even wrap this up on, bro.
Definitely.
Because
look, we started off with a full pot, and through talking.
Yeah.
I just want to show everybody that we ain't moved.
Yeah.
But through talking, normally I would have moved around town. And done my thing and.
Yeah.
But these lot are having a good time today, because guess what? They're having doubles and triples and whatnot. And that shows you as well that people are hungry.
Yeah.
And the food is good.
And you fund all these ingredients really predominantly, are you relying on others to fund these ingredients, or is this you?
I start off every day. I do get odd help here and there. But despite the odd help, regardless, I just stay focused on the mission. So what it is as well, is part of it is like a bit of discipline, and imagine if I got £50, then I know that I have to split for this as well, and continue doing what I'm doing.
Well, moving forward in the future, I want to be able to connect with you more, because
yeah, go on, connect more, yeah?
I do feel like our missions are aligned, bro, because organically we're here to help the community, help others, you know what I mean? And we're not doing it for the likes, we do this in the dark.
And even for self as well. It's a part of just to help. Because look, let me help you to help me. Because we're here and we're talking about what your platform is all about therapy. You've got a book is based on therapy. So it's like, it's always, I'm here to help you to help me.
Yes, King.
And it's a part of the journey with anybody else we're aligned with.
Yes.
It's all about, because back in the day, it wasn't money that was it wasn't money that we transferred.
Everyone.
Yes, go on.
Yeah, you're banging.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look after everyone. You cook your food. Right.
You want to be sweet?
He's not homeless.
Well, you said you was just talking so you don't lose train of your thought. You was talking about it's not money that's
no, it's not money that is
the driving force.
Yeah,
It's banging.
that was originally there
He looks after
for
everyone.
trading.
Yes.
It was just let me lend you a day.
Yes.
Or let me lend you a week or 4
Yeah.
days.
So you're lending energy. It's time.
It's time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you want some bone? Yeah, so we're lending time.
I love you.
Love you, Jody. Good vibes. You want to soup?
Lending time. But you know what as well?
Yeah.
When we unite, we accelerate more, bro.
Everyone eats everything, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, bless, bro.
No, respect.
Like, more love, Unks, yeah? Yeah, more love. Yeah. Yeah.
Man.
But this is
Yeah.
bro, you will always be funded on your mission. Shall I tell you why?
Yeah.
Because the mission is bigger than you, bro.
True.
And you are the mission
He is.
at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah? Bro, I'm here with Ringo Vision, and you're seeing him feeding the people. He's here and he's feeding the people with a sincere heart, organically, day in,
Now we
day
fed the
out.
people today.
Well, we fed the people, you know what I mean? I was glad to be a part of it, to be honest.
No, we fed the
I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm glad to be here with you
we
now,
fed
bro,
the
man.
people. We fed the
And
people
to
today.
see, and like I said, bro,
Yeah.
we know each other, bro. I've seen what you've been doing anyway. But to be here and feeding the people with you, bro, powerful, you know?
Now, people just look out for it because we're gonna work on the community together, in entwining our skills and putting them to make something happen. Therapy is very important. Jody, 1 second quickly. If I could offer you some therapy, would you take it?
What?
If I could offer you some therapy, would you take it?
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Like, everyone out here would come in a class with you half an hour if they had the opportunity to come in.
I would love to do that.
So that means that we need to provide.
How sad I am.
Huh?
Sad?
Yes. Don't put on the face now.
I'm sad.
Nah. But
You're sad, but you're still resonating in joy. You're
Yeah.
speaking a lot of positive about it, encouragement words to Ringo. So it shows that love is still in you.
I got a good heart, let me tell you.
Yeah, I know. I can see it.
But you know how sad I
mate,
am?
where have you been, man?
Why he says fucking soup? Yeah, yes. You can go. That's soup, man.
Missed you today, boy. That's it.
You
So,
want some of this? Have some of this.
no, it's done.
And she's still giving with a good heart. This is the second one. It's the second one. It's the second one. Eat, King.
Eight.
Give him another spoon and eat.
No.
Give him another spoon and let him eat that one.
Yeah, isn't that
Like,
true?
take another spoon and eat this one, King. Because this is the second portion, brother.
8 sausages.
That's the second one.
Eat, King.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the cup.
Take the blessings.
Baby, eat this.
Huh?
Jody.
Eat this.
Now Jody's good. He's got the time. Yeah.
Empty food pot, man. Empty food pot, brother. Mission accomplished, man.
Yeah, it's empty.
Mission accomplished.
What the fuck are you doing? Where did you put out my
It's the King. So what are we doing?
Yeah, it's,
We're here, innit?
Yeah, we're here.
Fucking
We completed.
Take it.
It's been good to be out with you still.
Yeah, my brother, man.
And
look out for us. Look out for us because there is going to be more what we're going to be doing out here in this community. You know what I mean?
100%.
100.